Grand day, chosen ones. Yeah, this is coming off My Thought Patterns episode 102, and I got a lot of energy right now. Shout outs to my auntie Jackie Divine, and shout outs to Louise. And yeah, man, let's tap into this one, yeah? Yeah, episode 102. 1 plus 2 equals 3, the number that's linked to inner strength and creativity and discipline, what I'm really tapped into. And yeah, man, big ups to all of you out there, keep raising your soul. Trust me, because I vibrate on that frequency. And yeah, man, let me add on to the last clip that I put on a bit, yeah? Universal laws, yeah? Okay. Laws of attraction, yeah? Oh, excuse me. But yeah, okay, when you really tap into your energy field, you'll realize that you're always attracting anyway. And you actually don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So authenticity is key, That's why I mentioned it in that clip as well, to make people realize that, the universe doesn't care about your feelings, baby. Oh, yeah, trust me. And I have to get to that level there because I swear to God, oh my gosh, the things that I went through to get here, this is why I got so much passion for this, man. Because when you go through real darkness, yeah, and expand your lightness, yeah, you know, it gives you a whole different perception of reality, realizing that, everything's starting from within first and outside second. And this is random, but it's really coming off my thought patterns. I wear a lot of green because it's linked to the heart chakra, the color green. So, because I'm really on that journey of healing, baby. Oh, yeah. But yeah, okay, let's tap into something different, yeah? One thing that can really help you, that helps me every day, because I really work up the subconscious, you know what I mean? Repetition. Doing a Wim Hof breath, at least 3 rounds to 5 rounds of the Wim Hof breathing method, and cold showers, because you see, cold showers, it opens up the lymphatic system 100 kilometers, 100,000 kilometers of your vein structure, and it increases blood flow to all your internal organs and actually decreases stress of the heart, because you're increasing that blood flow, the heart doesn't have to pump as much blood, so you literally are healing yourself every time that you go in a cold shower, So yeah, 1 cold shower a day will keep the doctor away. And I love taking cold showers, man. Big ups to Wim Hof, the Iceman out there. His story really inspired me, man. That man went through a lot of darkness to get to where he's at, His wife committed suicide, and it stimulated him to really tap into the darkness and get to a high level of consciousness, knowing that it's not just about you, it's about the collective. Because if you really tapped into this frequency of healing, you'll realize that every time you raise your energy, yeah, you're actually helping the collective because you're connected to everybody. Got a little itch here, gotta do it. Even though I'm on camera, it don't matter. But yeah, yeah. Shouts to Winoff out there, man. That guy's got so much good energy. Right on, right on, right on, And just like he says, no ego, we go. Right on. And one thing I learned about the ego, when you really master the ego, your ego becomes an observer and a protector of self, and your consciousness becomes the driver of self. So now it's at the forefront of your chemistry, So it's not about getting rid of the ego, it's about giving it a new job of consciousness. Because trust me, when you really tapped into this, you'll realize how important it is. Well, okay, true chosen ones, yeah, true chosen ones, because a lot of people are on about this, especially on TikTok. A true chosen one, yeah, is an expert at reading energy, because they're able to see beyond the veil, because they're tapped into the first language, which is energy. So they can spot um, a phony person from a mile away, somebody that's lying to them, because trust me, they've got God's army within the astral realm. So they're able to always get divine downloads from the ether, you see? So true chosen ones are really tapped in, and a lot of them are psychic as well. They've tapped into the spiritual gifts such as telepathy, like myself, and they're really tapped in. And I've met a couple chosen ones, and trust me, the energy speaks way louder than their words because they got an angelic vibration. But also they're dealing with the darkness as well. But they fused it together in order to be authentic, which is key, being real. Because when you're real, it's different, because you're coming with a pure intention and with your realness as well, because you're actually speaking of your thought patterns, no pun intended, you know what I mean? Because like I like to say, more time I'm on my own in a different zone. And this is what I'm rapping because it's really coming off my dome, you know what I mean? So every time that I speak or rap here, it's really coming off my thought patterns. And a lot of true chosen ones do this. And this is why a lot of people have a lot of issues with them because they're not dealing with the realness of what true chosen ones are dealing with. And it's funny, because shouts to BB out there. It's funny because I didn't learn about any of this until I had my spiritual awakening. And, because I had a limited consciousness, and a lot of chosen ones have to discover who they are because they've been brought up in the darkness just like everybody else, in this society. And it's a rarity when you meet one. And my advice to you would be, if you're around a true chosen one, to treat them with respect, because, the karma will hit you if you don't treat them with respect, because trust me, they are a child of the universe, and they're really connected with the universe. And this is key for us. Move on, yeah? To know if someone's a true chosen one, yeah, it's all about their action. It's all about their action because it speaks way louder than their words. And their energy is always consistent. And you know me, consistency is the key to victory. Keep that in your head, and you know what I'm dealing with when I'm talking about the love frequency. Okay, let's move on, man. Oh, the chickens are active today. Bless them. But yeah, oh my gosh, man. Okay, passion, yeah? Yeah, man, I got so much passion for this, tapping into the mind and consciousness. It was given to me by God, the Most High, Jah Rastafari. And I'm always in communion with that God voice, And any anytime I go through anything, yeah, that God voice is always talking to me within. This is why I say, yeah, you can't get caught up in the 5% expression. You got to get caught up in your 95% reality within, because that's where it's really getting created from. And I give you a one download, yeah, that the God voice has really helped me with it. And it said, listen, you have to love yourself wholeheartedly because you're going to go through many challenges, but I will always be backing you through your journey, regardless of what you're going through, as long as you stay true to who you are, which is key. Because, like I said at the start, there, you attract who you are. So this is why people can't really hide from God, the Most High, Jah Rastafari, in the universe, because the universe is actually linked to your energy field, and this is with everybody. And shouts to Dr. Joe Dispenza out there. We're all connected to the quantum field, so your thought patterns are having a big impact on your journey, because every time you think, you're sending a vibration out there, and then it's coming back to you. This is why I keep saying, keep raising your soul and sending good energy out there, because it is coming back, trust me. So yeah, man, like I like to say, keep on loving yourself wholeheartedly. Don't worry about what anybody else is thinking of you, because when you really tap in every single second, you realize, wait a sec, I can choose my thought, emotions, and my feelings, baby. Oh yeah, trust me. And big ups to everybody out there. Keep on living your best life. Remember that every time you think, yeah, you're creating reality. But also, this is so key, because we live in a physical reality. Your action is always going to have the final say. And I'm there with ya spiritually. STS over and out. Peace and blessings.